Protecting the future of working families, Teamsters 1932.org.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Tune in for a vibrant mix of fashion, finance, and life's essential foundations. Join us for expert interviews, insightful discussions, and empowering insights to elevate your lifestyle. From fashion trends to financial tips and personal growth strategies, we've got you covered. So grab your headphones and get ready to be inspired. Tune in now to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show and embark on this exciting journey with us.
Hello, everyone. This is Marie Antoinette Waite here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show live on KCAA Radio Network. We are here every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. and we broadcast here on 1050 a.m. and 106.5 FM. And we are also available on all of your favorite streaming channels. Make sure that you tune in to Building Solid Foundations channel via Roku TV and Amazon Fire TV. Anyway, today we have an amazing guest for you. Her name is Wendy Hurd. Wendy is a dedicated local travel agent based in Oceanside, specializing on crafting extraordinary experiences tailored to each client's dream destinations. With her expertise and personalized approach, she transforms bucket list aspirations that every journey is usually or uniquely memorable and perfectly aligned with her clients' desires. Wendy dedicated 23 years of her life to military service and gaining invaluable experience in corporate America. So let's go ahead and welcome Wendy Hurd. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. I am so glad that you're here because you are an amazing individual that helps people on travel. So before we talk about the travel, tell us how it all started for you. And you mentioned that you were in the military. So what was that like for you?
Yeah, so I served 23 years in the military and I enjoyed my time there. I loved my service. But what I learned or got from the military was the love for travel. So just a little background, my family, they do not travel. They just don't like traveling. Our traveling was like, let's go camping or hiking, get out into Mother Nature and get in the creeks and enjoy all of it has to offer. So the military gave me the love for travel. And during the time I was in the military, I did a lot of solo traveling.
Okay.
So I love helping solo travelers feel confident and secure going to new destinations. I just really enjoy giving them everything they need and more.
Okay.
Well, I get out there and go ahead.
Yeah, I'm curious what you did in the military. What exactly did you do in the military?
So in the military, I did help with some retreats as well there. For about, I would say, a couple of years while I was in the military, I helped plan a lot of retreats for the single individuals in the military, for families, and let's see, marriage retreats. That's what it was.
23 years is a long time of service. I want to thank you for your service too.
You are worth it.
Oh, thank you. And I know that, now that you love traveling and you're helping people on that, you're also a member of the Fire Up Connect Empowered Women's Network in San Diego. And that's how you and I met. And I'm so blessed to have you as a member of that group because I got to learn more about, what you do in helping people when it comes to travel. So tell us some of the stories that you have done for helping people on planning their travel.
Well, one that I really enjoyed was a gentleman that I served in the military with. So he was left to plan the family vacation. He's never done it before. He was really nervous and he came to me and I helped him plan this beautiful Alaska trip. And he was so thankful and happy. He said his wife was really enjoyed it, and she enjoyed not having to do all the planning. I got them out there and they got to see the Northern Lights just like they wanted to. They were able to visit an ice sculpture there. So, and I got them on a train that went from Fairbanks to Anchorage. So they just had an amazing time. And the main thing they wanted to see were the Northern Lights, and they were able to do that. So it was amazing to see the pictures and to hear the stories, and it just makes me so happy when people are excited and happy about where they're going.
It's amazing. So you help individuals that are not familiar in planning travel, and do you also help large organization?
So I do also help business owners that have, somewhere between 50 and 100 employees. So I help them with an incentive program where when you have a really hardworking employee, a way to reward them and sending them off to a trip away to reward them for their hard work. And it also helps secure your employees. And you really never have to look for employees because people want to work for you because they feel important and valued. Also, I can help with any training just to get away from the office in a new environment. I can help them find a location to do their training as well. And I also help the employees that they have on their individual trips. So that's one of the ways I work with some smaller businesses.
That is amazing, Wendy. Well, for me, I have not really traveled outside United States that much. I think I've only done it when I went to Italy. So what are the things that you would suggest to people if they wanted to do something outside United States?
Most of the trips that I plan are usually outside the country.
Okay.
I always say make sure that your passport is good. I say for a year out. Just in case, you never know, there could be delays or any type of issues. You want to make sure that your passport is still valid. And try and pack light and take clothes that you could, like reversible clothing, light clothing, some things that maybe you can layer. And then learn a little bit about the culture of where you're going, a little bit about the people and their culture. And that makes it a little bit of an easier, smoother transition. So those are a couple of things that I like to let people know, as well as some of my solo travelers. I like to also give them the government link so that they can register on the location that they're going. So, just in case anything happens, the government knows where you're at.
Okay.
And it helps you stay more secure. And so that's another thing I offer if they're a little nervous about traveling outside.
Okay. Well, I want to go deep into that discussion, but we're going to take a commercial break right now. And for everyone out there, don't go away. This is an amazing discussion with with Wendy Hurd in regards to traveling. So we'll be right back.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316. 951-378-5316.
Meet M. Teresa Lawrence, a beacon of hope and transformation whose life's works spans continents. Born in Cuba and celebrated for her philanthropic work, Teresa's journey reflects her dedication to empowering communities globally. Through her leadership of play, coaching program in Jackson, Wyoming, and literary works like Gloriousness, she encourages a unique approach to leadership, embracing creativity, collaboration, and a childlike wonder for resilient, authentic living. Join her event, the Grand Butterfly Gathering, for a transformative experience where hundreds of people will gather virtually worldwide and on location at the town square in Jackson, Wyoming, dressed as butterflies. This event symbolizes a beautiful connection between nature's harmony and human unity, and is a great opportunity to raise funds and awareness for children's charities worldwide. Visit our website to register for the Grand Butterfly Gathering now, butterflymarch.com.
So there's work to be done. There's things to be experienced. There's connection to be had. There's feelings to be shared. There's people to be listened to. Things to be valued. The world needs a witness. It needs a witness.
There's a better way to solve the problem, but I realized that God had a greater cause for me, a humanitarian cause, and that's the part of my life that I'm in today versus where I was then after going through all of this.
And the truth is, we have it in us to do anything that we imagine. We just have to have the courage to step into our greatness.
From a different perspective or from a different context, a whole different set of options shows up. It's outside your comfort zone and all that, but when you see a vision, when you see something's possible, you want to go for it.
It's interesting, people talk about discipline and how much discipline it takes to live a life of intentionality, and certainly that's true. It does take discipline. I really want you to compare the cost of discipline versus the cost of regret.
If you're involved, you'll learn a lot, first of all. Okay, being in this group, you do learn quite a bit. And not just from people like me, but other people out there that have something to offer.
The conversations that impact your life, that change your perspective, those are the things that build trust. And those connections and the frequency of that. The more conversations you have with somebody, the more value that they bring to you, the more trust that you'll have in them.
Maybe I have to go meet some people that know things that I don't know. Join a real estate investor association, start going to some of the meetings, make those connections. To learn a little bit, just to help my knowledge base to be more comfortable with it. Whatever it is, what do you need to do to prepare?
And I encourage you, if you don't have a will, you haven't done a will, for whatever you have, and you may have a bunch, you may have a little bit, but write out the will. Write down where you want things to go to.
So now when I'm selling them this house or this car or myself or a jacket or my business or my client, whatever it is you're selling, that's how they buy. That's their buying modality.
Because understanding your business and how you want to grow it and scale it is truly about building relationships. That is the key to what I would recommend in this realm.
If you absorb that in your mind, like in karate, put it in your mind, put it in your heart, you will reach all your success and dream. You will ignite it within your heart. Put it in your heart and do it in action.
I'm on fire about that. And it's interesting that when you're on fire, what on fireness comes from is crystal clarity. When you get crystal clear, you enter a space of zero doubt.
In Karate Legacy and the Power Within, we don't just teach karate techniques, we share the inspiring stories of incredible martial artists. Latino Gonzalez, the father of karate, paved the way for martial arts in the Philippines. His legacy lives on through his sons, Rolando and Roberto Gonzalez, who starred in over 100 Philippine karate movies, captivating audiences and bringing karate to the silver screen. Then we have Patricia Gonzalez, a symbol of strength and resilience. After overcoming her own battles, Patricia's journey embodies the spirit of perseverance. Her story encourages us to face our challenges head-on and emerge victorious. Each character in this book has a unique journey, friends and students who have dedicated their lives to mastering the art of karate. Their shared passion not only deepens their bond, but also strengthens their resolve to uplift one another. Through these compelling stories, Karate Legacy and the Power Within reveals the essence of karate: courage, unity, and the relentless pursuit of excellence.
Join us in celebrating these extraordinary individuals and discover the strength that lies within you. Grab your copy of Karate Legacy and The Power Within, available now on Amazon.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we are here with Wendy Hurd, who is a travel agent. And Wendy, so you were talking about earlier in terms of how they can be safe. Let's talk about that, because I've heard some stories where, you know, if you're doing some cruise, you know, there are things that are not, you know, good, you know, when it comes to people getting in there and there's like overboard. What are the things that people need to be aware of when they're traveling?
Again, we need to be aware of their customs. You also need to make sure that when you're traveling overseas, and especially when you're on a land, I call it a land tour, you want to know what their 911, their emergency number is in that country, just in case anything were to happen. You don't have to be looking that up or fumbling. You already have it with you. And then also make sure that you keep your passport safe. Keep it locked up, secure. And it's always good to have, some people call them fanny packs or a money pouch, something not real big, like a large purse, something to keep all your documents safe. So those are a few things that I would recommend that you know before going, and stay organized. Don't overpack, don't have too many things. And I would avoid putting things in your back pocket as well.
Okay. Is it a good idea for them to learn from you first before they do any planning?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to have a few classes on a few locations I'm going. So I'm already putting some groups together. One is going into Africa. So it's really exciting.
Wow,
I
that's
love
awesome.
Africa because I got to live there for a little while. And there's some amazing things to do there in Africa. I'm also planning a group trip into Japan and one into Italy. So there in those trainings, I teach about the cultures, the customs, what you need to know before going. And I can answer any question you have in any of those locations. But of course, if you're wanting to travel to another location, I am more than happy to answer any questions about that country, about their customs, about safety. So
how long is the training, if you have it, and where is it?
So the training is going to be it's going to be about 2 hours. I'm going to also have a specialist, the person with the company I'll be using the tour, and they will be there as well to answer any questions. So it's going to be, goodness, I think it's Wine and More is the location on where I'm going to have it.
Okay.
So we're really excited on getting that training put together and get some people out there and traveling so they can build like new memories, bring your family, bring your spouse, and reconnect and bond with them.
Okay. Well, so if we're talking about, let's say you mentioned 3 areas of travel. One is Africa, and then there is you said Japan, and then Italy.
Yes.
So I'm actually planning to travel in December to visit my family in the Philippines, but, you know, I realize that weather is a big deal. So in terms of the 3 countries that you're talking about, what's the best time to go to Africa, to Japan, and to Italy?
Okay, so Africa, you want to go there in our winter. And I suggest like October, November, or even December, because Africa is very hot and humid. And it's less humid towards the winter months, but it's still warm. I don't think Africa ever really gets cold. So I recommend towards the end of the year for Africa.
Okay.
So, yes. And then Italy, goodness. I try to stay away from the real busy time, and they usually get really busy in the summer. So to avoid the crowds, I'd recommend maybe a little bit, let me think, a little bit before the summer months is really the best time to go there if you're not wanting to deal with too many of the crowds. And Japan, goodness, I stay away from Japan around July and September because they get, I believe that's typhoon season over there.
Okay.
So avoid those times. But there's so much to offer in Japan. I mean, anybody that's outdoorsy, they got a lot of hiking, a lot of sightseeing, they got cooking.
Wow.
So Japan has so much to offer.
Okay. And then normally this kind of trips that you have, how long are they?
Okay, so the trips I'm planning are I think Africa is between 10 and 14, so almost 2 weeks.
Okay.
And the other two, I usually like to do 7 to 10 days.
Okay.
So I believe that's going to be how long the other ones will. Now, Japan is very reasonable to travel to.
Okay.
So that's always a nice place to go to. And transportation in Japan is amazing.
Now, do you do this on groups or is it just individual depending on what they want?
So I can do either one. These 3 trips will be for groups.
Okay.
I like to do groups between 20 and 30 people. I think that's a good size. Going past 30 gets a little large for a group. But I can also schedule anything for someone that wants to do it. It's a family trip or something intimate for them and their significant other.
Wow, that is so awesome. Now, and you make sure that there's enough security for them if they travel on their own?
Yes. So depending on how they want to travel, if they're wanting to do the cruise or if they're wanting to I call them land tours. So the companies I work with, they work with some of the locals. So you don't have to worry too much. You're in with another group of people. And what's nice about that is when you travel by yourself, you get to meet so many interesting people. And so you're safe because I usually will put you in with a established group.
Okay.
Unless you are wanting to do something completely on your own. And then I make sure you have the tools to feel safe in any country that you go to. I definitely won't send you anywhere that's not safe. So
that is so amazing. I mean, that actually takes out a lot of the fear on traveling because, sometimes people don't know what to do or what to expect. And having someone like you, Wendy, I mean, you've traveled enough because of your, being in the military. So you understand what is to expect in some of these locations. So it's kind of nice to have someone like you for people to be safe when they're traveling.
Yes, and that's my main objective. I want to make sure people feel safe. I know what it's like. I've done a lot of traveling on my own, and I want it to be stress-free, and I want to make sure that you have all the tools that you need. So
yeah, I love the stress-free. I mean, that should be the slogan, Wendy, for travel, right?
Yes, and everyone deserves a nice, relaxing, stress-free vacation. So that's what I provide.
That is awesome. I remember when I had to go to London for the honorary doctorate award with the Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs. We had such a long list and we have to watch so many things to make sure that we are aware of what to do because we have to make sure that we're bringing the things that we can be safe in protecting our documents. There's so much to do to travel and you're going to make it easier for them because you already have all the tools and you're already, you can give them the things that sometimes you don't get to know unless you've been there, right?
Yes.
And that's something that you offer. I'm so excited for the people that are going to work with you. And you're based in Oceanside. So anyone who wants to connect with you, I mean, they can easily have in-person meeting with you too if they want to, right?
Yes, we can set up an appointment and meet in person. And I can help anyone no matter where they're at. So a quick phone call, we could get on a Zoom, and you just tell me where, when, and how you want to get there. And then what do you want to do when you get there? And I work my magic, look at the deals that come through to me, put an amazing package that fits your needs, and then you go from there. You just show up.
Well, I like the word deals. You know, you said you can find good deals for them. That is good to know, because you know, sometimes when you're shopping, it's not easy to find those things, but you have access to those, so which is good for people to know.
Yes, and then I have a monthly newsletter, and I put in all types of deals for that month, and it has additional information on there as well. So anyone that wants to get on my mailing list, I can send them the newsletter, and they can see every month the new deals that are coming through. So
I love it. Okay, we're going to take a commercial break, and everyone out there, don't go away. We'll be right back with Wendy Hurd.
Meet M. Teresa Lawrence, a beacon of hope and transformation whose life's works spans continents. Born in Cuba and celebrated for her philanthropic work, Teresa's journey reflects her dedication to empowering communities globally. Through her Leadership of Play coaching program in Jackson, Wyoming, and literary works like Gloriousness, she encourages a unique approach to leadership, embracing creativity, collaboration, and a childlike wonder for resilient, authentic living. Join her event, the Grand Butterfly Gathering, for a transformative experience where hundreds of people will gather virtually worldwide and on location at the town square in Jackson, Wyoming, dressed as butterflies. This event symbolizes a beautiful connection between nature's harmony and human unity, and is a great opportunity to raise funds and awareness for children's charities worldwide. Visit our website to register for the Grand Butterfly Gathering now, butterflymarch.com.
Unlock the power within you with Who Do You Think You Are? Delve into the art of personal branding and craft a legacy that leaves an indelible mark on the world. Learn from real-life experiences and actionable insights, empowering you to become a leader in your field. Get your copy now and embark on the journey to unleash your true potential. Now available on Amazon.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316. 951-378-5316.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we are here on KCAA Radio Network. And my guest today is Wendy Hurd, who is a travel agent. So, Wendy, you were talking about earlier finding deals. Can you explain more about that? Because I know people have trouble, finding those things. So, how does that work with you?
So the way I get my deals is directly from my partners. So I work with over 600 travel partners, and they send me emails every single day. I get emails from each one of my partners letting me know if they have any deals going on, any discounts, any credit that they will give you. Some of them even discount the flight for the ones that do everything. So I get those all the time. Again, I highlight some of them in my newsletters that I send out once a month. But yeah, these deals that I get, they're not normally put out to the public. It's something that the travel advisors get. And then once I get them, I give them to my customers to help them save a little bit of money on their trip while they're building and making new memories.
Wow. So, okay. So if someone wants to work with you, what is the process that they will have to take with you?
Okay. So the first thing we would do is schedule an appointment just so that I can really get to know them. I
Mhm.
love to get to know each one of my clients personally. I like to know about their families. Do they have a dog or a cat? What they do for work? And then I also want to know, are they going to be traveling with children? Will they be traveling with their pets? What's most important to them when they are traveling? Is it they want to go somewhere and just relax on the beach and have a drink and not do a whole lot? Or are they someone that likes to schedule their days? Or they want to get up and they want to go out on the boat. They want to do some snorkeling with the turtles. They want to do a cooking class. So I find out what each one of the members loves to do. And that helps me to put an itinerary together for them. After that meeting, I'll send them, I have a client form. And my client form will give me all the information that I need, which is basic information, their names as they are on their passports, because I don't want to put something together and you get to the airport and the name does not match. Make sure to get their birth dates, their place that they want to fly out of, and then where do they want to fly back to? Sometimes they don't always want to fly back home. They might want to go to a different location. So my form will gather all that information. Once I get that, I reach out to them, make sure everything on there is correct, and then I go to work. I pull all those deals and I put something amazing together. Whatever they can dream of, I can put together. I then send the quote over to them. I schedule another appointment with them, make sure everything is good to go. But if not, that's okay. I'll take it back and I'll rework it until it's perfect for my client. So that's kind of a little bit about my process. There is an administration fee that I do charge. It's not very much. And I get everything fine-tuned.
Wow, I love it. I'm sure people are happy to hear that it's such a great process to work with you and you take care of everything and you remove all their stress and doing all the research. They don't have to do that anymore. Kind of like what we did. You did the hard way, doing all kinds of research, making sure that we understand what we need to do. But with you, it is such a smooth process that oh my god, they're just going to enjoy the vacation or whatever they're doing without worrying about other things, right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, you already got a busy lives, you've got work. What you want and what you need and deserve is time to reset, bond with your friends and family. And what better way is to give that work to me? Let me do the research, the planning, the scheduling, and then all you have to do is show up at the airport. When you get there, just get a drink and relax. Because again, if you have any problems while you're traveling, this is your vacation. Reach back out to me and I will take care of any and all of your problems while you're traveling. So you deserve a nice, relaxing vacation. And that's what I provide.
Yeah. So what if there's a big family, like lots of kids? That could be a stressful vacation, right? When you have to take care of a lot of kids. How does that work?
Yes. So for people that want to go on vacation with their large family, again, some people, they want to make sure that when they travel, they include the children in everything they do. And so there are plenty of places that have programs for children. Just in case you want to have a little time alone to yourself, you can send them to those programs and they'll be well taken care of. Or if you want to take the family out and do a little bit of snorkeling or go out on the boat to look down at the water and the wildlife, we could do that as well. Whatever you can think of, I can do for you. But yeah, there's a lot of my partners that have programs for children, and they have them for different ages. So some of the cruise line, they learn about the sea life, and it's educational as well. So
And what about if they have families that are, with disability, and they need some wheelchair or anything that would help them with their relatives?
Okay, so anyone that has like limitations, mobility
Mm-hmm.
would limit the locations that I would recommend traveling to. One for Europe. Europe isn't as handicap friendly as the US is. So there are some places you could go, but I would suggest staying away from the groups and do something kind of on your own, because they don't have a lot of like the ramps that we have here in the States.
Mhm.
So it may limit some of the locations, but we can always work around that.
Okay. Now, talking about within the United States, are there still a lot of good trips that you can help them with? Because I know, I mean, just in this country, there's so many things to see and that people sometimes not aware of.
Yes, there's so much to see here. I mean, we've got so many beautiful national parks. We've got the Niagara Falls. We've got some beautiful locations in the state of New York, which a lot of people don't think of New York. But if you get away from that busy city, the state is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, there's so many places to go and things to do here in the States. And one of them that's really amazing is some of the train trips here inside. So those are always a lot of fun.
Yeah, I have been to a train where it's very luxury, style, where I was able to have my, dinner, lunch, and with the wine, they're serving wine while I was enjoying the view.
Yes.
And the ride. So I know that there's some spectacular train rides out there, and you'll be able to help them discover all of those and have the family really enjoy it and, tighten their relationship because of the experience that they can get from it.
Yes, definitely.
Now,
I think you're talking about that wine trip up in Napa Valley. They have that. It's a really nice tour. Yes. You get food and it's a wine tour.
Yeah. So let's say for groups, business groups, how does that work in terms of the process with you?
So with businesses that are groups, like taking their employees out, I take the hassle from the business owner that I don't want to take his time away from his main purpose, work.
Okay.
So he tells me, what does he want to do? What's his budget? What's the criteria? What do they need when they get there? And I take that all from him. And again, I put it together so that he doesn't have to worry or take time away from work. Because I know when I was working, I don't know who else has done this, but when I was wanting to go or was planning a trip, I spent a lot of my time searching on my lunch and my breaks, and it really just takes away from your job.
Yeah.
And so I help them and I put something amazing for them that their employees are going to just love and rave about.
Okay. Well, if you are a business leader, you need to learn how to delegate, right? And delegating the travel plans is actually a wise decision to make because, again, your purpose is to be a leader to the group and focus on what you really wanted to get out of the retreat or the travel. And so having someone like you removes that, responsibility because you can take care of it for them.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and I can take care of all, even if it's a room and they need a podium, they need the sound system. Again, but give that all to me and let me take care of it for you.
That is amazing. I am so happy for everybody to get to meet you, Wendy. I got to know you and I really, really enjoy getting to know you. But we're going to take a commercial break and we have one more segment with you. And so everyone out there, you're learning so much from Wendy Hurst. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Meet in Teresa Lawrence, a beacon of hope and transformation whose life's works spans continents. Born in Cuba and celebrated for her philanthropic work, Teresa's journey reflects her dedication to empowering communities globally. Through her Leadership of Play coaching program in Jackson, Wyoming, and literary works like Gloriousness, she encourages a unique approach to leadership, embracing creativity, collaboration, and a childlike wonder for resilient, authentic living. Join her event, the Grand Butterfly Gathering, for a transformative experience where hundreds of people will gather virtually worldwide and on location at the town square in Jackson, Wyoming, dressed as butterflies. This event symbolizes a beautiful connection between nature's harmony and human unity, and is a great opportunity to raise funds and awareness for children's charities worldwide. Visit our website to register for the Grand Butterfly Gathering now, butterflymarch.com.
Unlock the power within you with Who Do You Think You Are? Delve into the art of personal branding and craft a legacy that leaves an indelible mark on the world. Learn from real-life experiences and actionable insights, empowering you to become a leader in your field. Get your copy now and embark on the journey to unleash your true potential. Now available on Amazon.
So there's work to be done. There's things to be experienced. There's connection to be had. There's feelings to be shared. There's people to be listened to. Things to be valued. The world needs a witness. It needs a witness.
There's a better way to solve the problem, but I realized that God had a greater cause for me, a humanitarian cause, and that's the part of my life that I'm in today versus where I was then after going through all of this.
And the truth is, we have it in us to do anything that we imagine. We just have to have the courage to step into our greatness.
From a different perspective or from a different context, a whole different set of options shows up. It's outside your comfort zone and all that, but when you see a vision, when you see something's possible, you want to go for it.
It's interesting, people talk about discipline and how much discipline it takes to live a life of intentionality, and certainly that's true. It does take discipline. I really want you to compare the cost of discipline versus the cost of regret.
If you're involved, you'll learn a lot, first of all. Okay, being in this group, you do learn quite a bit. And not just from people like me, but other people out there that have something to offer.
The conversations that impact your life, that change your perspective, those are the things that build trust. And those connections and the frequency of that. The more conversations you have with somebody, the more value that they bring to you, the more trust that you'll have in them.
Maybe I have to go meet some people that know things that I don't know. Join a real estate investor association, start going to some of the meetings, make those connections. To learn a little bit, just to help my knowledge base be more comfortable with it. Whatever it is, what do you need to do to prepare?
And I encourage you, if you don't have a will, you haven't done a will, for whatever you have, and you may have a bunch, you may have a little bit, but write out the will. Write down where you want things to go to.
So now when I'm selling them this house or this car or myself or a jacket or my business or my client, whatever it is you're selling, that's how they buy. That's their buying modality.
Because understanding your business and how you want to grow it and scale it is truly about building relationships. That is the key to what I would recommend in this realm.
If you absorb that in your mind, like in karate, put it in your mind, put it in your heart, you will reach all your success and dream. You will ignite it within your heart. Put it in your heart and do it in action.
I'm on fire about that. And it's interesting that when you're on fire, what on fireness comes from is crystal clarity. When you get crystal clear, you enter a space of zero doubt.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316. 951-378-5316.
Welcome back here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and with Wendy Hurd talking about travel plans. And I'm really excited that she was able to give you guys a lot of information. So, Wendy, I want to take this time to where you can share your message to everyone that's thinking of taking a vacation or, whatever you think that they should know before they make plans. Go ahead.
Okay. So again, I am available to help anyone out. If you have some quick questions about location you're going to, or if you're a little leery about traveling by yourself, you can always reach out to me. I'm more than willing to answer any questions. We could schedule an appointment and talk and just get to know each other and see what I have to offer and how I can help you and your family out.
Okay, how did they get a hold of you, or what? Do you have a website that you can share or phone number?
Okay, so you can reach me. My number is 619-800-3415. So you can always reach out to me there, or feel free to email me. My email address is wendy@elitedreamvacations.org. So you can reach me at either one of those locations. Also, I am on Instagram and Facebook, and it is Elite Dream Vacations by Wendy. And on there, you can see some of my specials that I have there as well. And for the do-it-yourself, for people that like to do the planning themselves, I do have an option. So I have a booking website. It's just for booking. It has a lot of my deals on there. And it also will get you a little familiar on what I do offer, if you kind of want to take a look at it before getting a hold of me. And that information is at elitedreamvacations.inteltravel, which is INTELTRAVEL.com. Those are a few ways that you can get a hold of me or take a look at what I do offer before getting a hold of me.
Okay. Well, and if you miss all of that information, you can go and check us out on Building Solid Foundations channel via Roku TV and Amazon Fire TV. The show will be distributed in there, and you can catch all the information from that show. Anyway, Wendy, I am so excited for you and for all the people that you're helping with. And so when is your next workshop, by the way? When is it? Is it already scheduled?
You'd have to reach out to me and I can give you all the details on that.
Okay.
I believe my first one is going to be in July, but I don't have the date yet.
Okay, perfect. So they need to make sure that they get a hold of you so they can enjoy your workshop too. And again, if you wanted to connect with her, I also have access to her. You can call me at 619-453-4664, or you can join our meeting, which is a monthly meeting at the San Diego Mission Bay Resort from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. every third Wednesday of the month. It's the Fire Up Connect Empowered Women's Network. You get to meet Wendy there. I will be there, and with other women that are in business. So if you're here to network and to learn more about Wendy's travel services, make sure you check us out too. Okay. And I wanted to also announce that, we are doing another event this year. I'm making an early announcement, but it's going to be in September for the Fire Up Live event, which is the website is fireuplive.com. If you're interested in participating in that event, please get a hold of me at 619 453-4664. And as you know, I'm a branding strategist. I bring a lot of wisdom and strategies for people who wants to build their brand. And again, this is Marie Antoinette Waite. I am the host here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. We are here every Sunday at 3:00 p.m. You can find us on KCAA Radio, social media. We're all over, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I'm all over that. And my website also is mariewaite.com. If you want to learn more about branding strategy, you can check us out at Marie, MarieWaite.com, which means you can't wait to work with Marie, right? Anyway, so hopefully we can connect with you. And Wendy, is there any last words that you wanted to share to our audience and listeners?
I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. And thank you so much, Marie, for having me.
Okay, anytime. And again, your number, just one more time for the audience and listeners. What's your number again?
It's 619-800-3415. I look forward to hearing from you.
There you go. Okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning into our show. And please make sure that you check us out every Sunday at 3:00 p.m. here on KCAA, and having a fabulous lifestyle. Make sure that you connect with Wendy so you can always enjoy your family and having a fabulous lifestyle. Right, Wendy?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and we will see you next week. Bye now.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.